So you said at the beginning you're part of the Youth Beat organization. How did you become like interested into join this program? Like what motivated you?
So it was junior year, and my physics teacher had this this Google Sheets talking about, oh, there's internships that you can do over the summer. You get $1,000 stipend. You can learn skills. You still have to do work for it, yada, yada, yada. Right? So I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. I'm not search up. I was just like looking through, and then I saw Youth Beat. So it was film and cinematography and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that seems interesting. I joined it, and first day I went there, if I felt like I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't expect to like it. I was just doing it just so I could get my 1,000 and I guess look better on like college resume and stuff like that, build a portfolio or something. And then I really found it to be my passion. I still do Youth Beat, and it's so good. It's so fun. The people there are so fun. The instructors, they actually help you. Like, even if you like ask a question that might be obvious, like they just slow it down for you, and they're just like, nah, it's cool if they don't know this. You didn't know something else too, but now you're gonna tell them so they know. Like, it's just really that simple for them. And I guess it's really just the people in the environment that really made me stay there for as long as I have.
Have you found any similarities, like in the sense of community or support between like two organizations, or like your organization, Youth, and then so far with like what we've done activities we've done so far in the Ever Forward Club? You think any like similarities we both have?
Yeah, like this. This reminds me of us doing a documentary film. We interviewed Beast Oakland brand and Joyce Gordon Gallery downtown, and it wasn't like a podcast, but it was just we ask questions, get to know the person, and make a video of It was kind of like a commercial, but yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of, and it helps the community more, like getting those types of people out there. It's mostly ethnic people that are involved, and I'm pretty sure our organization do have some similarities.
How is like the Youth Beat helped you in terms of career preparations and skill development, or like are there any like specific skills or experiences you gain for the program that like can be valuable or useful into the future?
They really teach problem solving and critical thinking skills, because usually in a group we don't have like top notch equipment that everybody like. Or we have top notch equipment. I'm not gonna say we don't, but sometimes we don't have enough for people like to go around, and like the audio equipment, like the lavalier mics, they're kind of choppy. I can't lie, and sometimes they don't work. They don't connect, or some issue happens. We have to think quick so we can start recording as soon as possible. So we could be like, oh, okay, so this isn't working. Let's get a boom, or the lavalier's not working. Let's get a boom mic, or the boom mic's not working. Let's get a lavalier. No audio. Okay, we're just going to use our phone to record the audio. So it's really like, we problem solve a lot, and those are like soft core skills, but like hard skills. They teach us how to make our portfolio for like, if we want to be like photographer, like freelance photographer, or if we want to go to film school. They help us build our portfolio of films that we've been a part of, and also our resume, stuff like that. They help us with that. College applications, letters of recommendation, all of that stuff. Help with our editing, filming, photography skills, all three, so we can be as good as possible in those fields, because I know a lot of people at Youth Beat want to go the film career and want to major in film. I want to major in film. And knowing a lot of the stuff that Youth Beat teaches you, it will help a lot if you're trying to pursue a career with film and you go to film class, because you'll already know a lot of the stuff from Youth Beat. So yeah, it's just like it's kind of just giving you a head start.
So like prepare you for being able to like multitask or like think and move and like being able to know like how to use the resources you have with you. Is there like, can you share like any like challenges you faced or lessons you've learned through your like participation, like being part of the youth bit?
Summertime, we did, I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did like 5 films during summer. So it was kind of hard because we had a lot of time to do those films, but we also didn't have a lot of time because we were there 4 days a week for 5 hours each day, and that is a lot of time. But filming, editing, okay, so pre-production, then actual production, and then post-production, all 3 of those takes a long time, especially doing the stuff that we were doing, like the interviews. We had to go to the places, like we had to go to Beast Oakland, and we had to go to Joyce Gordon Gallery. I mean, we had to film everything in one day because we couldn't just go back another day and like fix stuff around the edges or whatever. So making sure everything was picture perfect for filming, that was a challenge. And there was actually another film that we were supposed to do that my crew didn't even complete because it was just such a time crunch. We just couldn't edit it. Like, we filmed it and everything, we just couldn't edit it before the deadline, and it never got past. It never even got into post-production. So yeah.
So now going a bit more deeper, like the thing that we did in the mask, right? This front of the mask, back of the mask. Do you think it like can correlate with filmmaking as well? Like being able to be like a filmer and showing all these different things, right? Being hardworking and try your best, but also at behind the camera, it's a lot more difficult. You have to go through many problems.
Yeah, because I mean, you're in a crew, right? So even if you're directing, you still take, because you're in a group of people that have an aligned interest in completing this film, right? So if you are just like so uppity, like, oh, I need this like this, I need this like this. Nah, that's a bad idea. Why would you even? It's just like it wouldn't make the flow, like it wouldn't flow properly, right? So yeah, so like a lot of people don't really like to take advice or take any type of constructive criticism, and if you're behind the camera, you need to. Especially us now, we need to take that advice from our instructors and from our peers, because if they're a part of our crew and we're not going against them, or if they're a part of our program, they're not going to tell us anything wrong intentionally. And I feel like some people take it a little too personally sometimes. And I feel like that's just kind of an insecurity that they have in themselves, where they think that everything they do is so perfect. And if it's not, then nobody else, or everybody else is wrong except them. And I just don't really mess with that.
How do you believe the programs, activities contribute to making a positive impact in your school or your community?
Because we live in Oakland, right? So a lot of low income areas in Oakland, there are people who have a passion for film, but can't get into like this expensive film camp during the summer because they don't have the money for it, or they can't buy their own camera because they're too young to get a job, or they like I'm talking about like 12, 11 or something, like very young, that you start to build this passion for it, and you can't develop that, and you might go down a different path that might not be favorable to yourself in the future. So what Youth Beat does, they provide free classes on film. So anybody can learn how to do it, and they pay you. So with that money, you can buy your first camera, or there's raffles, and the last raffle of Youth Beat is going to be a camera. So you could win like, I think it's like $1,000 camera just by being in the raffle and participating and stuff like that. So yeah,
$1,000 camera is a lot.
a lot, a lot. I'd be scared to drop it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, even just carrying it around,
Exactly.
For like more future goals and aspirations, like what are your future goals in terms of your career path, and how do you see the youth beat playing a role into achieving?
So right now, I'm gonna go to a community college, save up some money, and then transfer to a 4 year. And Youth Beat, they have this program with Laney to where I think it was like earn more college credits while doing Youth Beat, and I can do Youth Beat while I go to Laney because Youth Beat is across the street from Laney, and then I'll still get paid and everything. So yeah, it's and then like if I still do that and I still do the program with Laney and Youth Beat, then they can help me with my film classes once I graduate and stuff. And they it's gonna be looking really good on my college resume when I transfer to go into a 4 year, and then use all of the connections that I got from networking through the panel that you saw get into contact with me. I networked a decent amount over there, and I got a few opportunities lined up that are hopefully going to go well soon. So yeah, do more internships, more extracurriculars, try and do more film programs, work on my own personal films as well, and try and do freelance photography. So yeah, that's pretty much my plans in the future for right now.
Based on your experiences, what advice would you give to other students who are interested in pursuing similar career focused opportunities?
Do Youth Beat. Do Youth Beat. It's a very good experience. The people there are very, very enjoyable. They'll never try and do you dirty. And yeah, everybody over there is very genuine. And if you're really passionate about film or photography or just getting into cameras in general, they will help you as much as you possibly can so you can succeed, and they'll connect you with as many opportunities and people that they can so you can pursue what you enjoy in life. So, yeah. And also do a lot of research on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is a very good friend of mine right now.
Yeah, using the internet,